Okay, welcome back to part two of financial mathematics. Okay, at the end of this, you should be able to say I can use the compound interest formula to calculate principal, interest rate, amount of interest, length of loan, and or effective rate of a loan. Okay, so example 16, Adalberto invested $2,500 in an account for 7 years at 4.3% per annum, interest compounded half yearly, so that'd be twice a year. Okay, inflation over the period averaged 2.2% per year. Calculate the value of the investment after 7 years is the first part. Okay, so let's see, part A here. Invested, so the future value, we want to figure out what it's worth after 7 years. So we invested 2,500. 1 plus our rate is 4.3 divided by 100 times the interest compounded half yearly. So that K part is going to be 2 because it's twice per year, right? So then there's our 2 times, and it's what, 7 years? 2 times 7. Okay, so let's go through and figure out what this is going to all equal up to be. All right, so let's simplify this here first. 4.3 divided by 100 times 2 is 200. Okay, and that gives us 0.0215. So this is 1.0125 to the 14th, and that's 2,500, right? So we should be able to put that all in our calculator. Oops, 0.215. 215. There we go. And oops, clear is what I was trying to hit. 2,500 times 1.0215 all to the 14th. Oops. To the 14th power. There we go. That gives us 3367.26. Oops. 2766, I think, is what we said, wasn't it? Oops. Oh, man, I'm having a hard time here. Future value. Sorry, 3367.26. Man, I'm having a hard time here. Let's try that again. 26. Okay. That's the value after 7 years. Okay. Now, the part B, find the real value of the investment by indexing it for inflation. So what's happening is that this thing here, this $2,500, in like a couple of years, is not, that $2,500 is not going to be worth $2,500 anymore. It's only going to be worth like say $2,400 or something like that because of inflation. So what we're going to do is we're going to calculate the effect of inflation. That's what part B is all about. So we're going to take future value, take our $2,500, and now we're just going to use the interest rate. So that's going to be 1 plus 2.2 divided by 100. And again, inflation is always yearly, so the K is just going to be 1. And then this is for 7 years as well. Okay, so now we're going to figure out what that future value would be. Okay, so this is going to be 2,500 times 1.022 to the 7th power. So let's see what that gives us. Okay, so 2,500 times 1.022 all to the 7th power. Oops, I missed there we go, to the 7th. Gives us, syntax error. Let's see. Let's delete that. Go back here. Now we should be good. Okay. Now hit enter. That should work. 291136. So that means that $2,500, it's going to take $2,900. Really, this the inflation means that you'd have to have $2,911. Sorry, that $2,500 would be worth $2,911.36 in 7 years. So really, the interest rate that was made here, the interest that was made here was like $800, right? But with the future value of that, with the inflation taken into account, that means you didn't really actually make as much money, okay, in today's dollars, so to speak. So really what we did, find the real value of the investment is going to be taking our 3367.26 and subtracting our 2911.36, and this is going to tell us what that is, how much you actually made in the 7 years time, like how much, again, calculating into it the inflation rate. So sorry, 67.26 minus our 2911.36 gives us really 455.90. That's what was really made over the 7 years. Okay? All right. Let's take a look at maybe another example or two here. But first, let's take a little comedy break here.
Those McDonald's fries are truly amazing, right? Has your mother ever made anything as good as a McDonald's fry? Not even close. We lie to ourselves when we eat McDonald's fries. We're like, oh, they're so thin, they couldn't be fattening. You ever eat too many McDonald's fries? Of course not! There's never enough of them. There's always that moment when you're eating McDonald's fries where you're like, what happened? Where'd they go? Then you start scrounging for the fry crumbs. You're like, oh, that's just a piece of paper from the straw. But it was touching the fries, so.
Okay. Let's look at this one here. Example 17. Pair of horseshoes was originally purchased for $220 and decreases by 40% in value each year. Find the value after 3 years. So these shoes are going down in value by 40% every year. So what we're going to want to do here to figure that out, figure out the future value, is the present value, or the original amount was 220 times 1. And now since it's depreciating by 40%, we're going to subtract 0, well, not 0, but we're going to subtract our 40% divided by 100. And again, remember, depreciation is always yearly, so that's 1's there. And then this is after 3 years, right? So we're going to calculate 220 times 1 minus 40 over 100 is 1 minus 0.4 to the third power, right? And really that's 0.6, but we can just put it in just like that, and it'll work just fine. 220 times 1 minus 0.4 for the 40%, all to the third power. So after 3 years, it's going to be worth $47.52. Right? So that's if it decreases by 40% every year. Okay? All right. I'm going to end this one here, and we will do one last financial math video to polish this one all off. Okay? If you have any questions on this stuff, please feel free to ask in class. Thanks.